Hello.
Support ships have a order.
Good. After we're done here, arrange a briefing. I want all of their CEOs over here as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
There you are. Where have you been? You mean your latest excursion to Neon? I've received the reports about your little foray into Genodyne. Last piece of the puzzle before you go after Crix's legacy. Which means it's time to put all the cards on the table and prepare to attack the key. Good. The more confusion and panic we cause, the more damage we can potentially inflict. Before you jump to Bannock 4, I need to make one thing abundantly clear. The credits from that Galbank transport cannot reach the fleet. You have to bring them here at all costs. If Delgado gains access to those resources, we might be touching off a battle we can't possibly win.
We've been monitoring the Crimson Fleet's comm chatter in the Crix system. They're gathering allies by making promises based on your success.
As much as I hate to admit it, UC SysDef won't stand a chance. The fleet will become stronger and more unified than ever.
You cannot help but admire their commitment to their mission.
The only admiration I hold for the Crimson Fleet is the fact that they aren't going to be a problem for much longer. I'm pretty sure you're joking, but just in case you're fishing for what I'd say, I can tell you this. That money doesn't belong to you, or the Crimson Fleet, or even UC SysDef. It was for war reparations and belongs to the people. Allowing Delgado to get Crix's legacy, or keeping it for yourself, would have extremely serious repercussions. I've always known that when it came down to it, you'd do the right thing. All right, I guess this is it. Do whatever prep you need to do aboard the Vigilance, and then head out to Bannock 4. When you return here with Crix's legacy, we'll begin the attack. Good luck. The evidence you've been bringing to Lieutenant Toft has been instrumental in convincing the brass at Mast to greenlight the attack. They've sent us support ships, extra troops, weapons. All on account of your role in the operation. To put it simply, if it wasn't for you, this operation would be at a standstill. During the end of the Narion War, the money was destined to bolster the Freestar Collective's coffers. Even though we were rivals at the time, and I suppose we still are to some extent, the credits still rightfully belong to their people. After the money is turned over to Mast, I'm certain arrangements will be made to return the money to the proper authorities in Aquila City. Stay focused and be careful out there.
Has something on your mind? Well done. Let's see. Benjamin Bayou, pride of the Freestar Collective. The authorities there have been trying to nail him for a long time. Bringing us proof that he's been manipulating Genodyne from the shadows is pretty tasty stuff. The FC will pay dearly for this. Good job. Any other fragments? Perfect. Taking her out of the running is going to seriously damage the Crimson Fleet's hold on Neon. Even better, that's one less fleet captain and one less ship to worry about. Have any more? All right. Keep up the good work. Anything you can tell us would be helpful. Damn it. I was afraid of that. I'll warn our ships to use looser formations. Hopefully Durand isn't as clever as she thinks she is, or you can help us take the batteries down when the attack begins. Was that all? Yeah, I heard they even sent word to some of the contacts you met. They're writing an awful lot of checks they can't cover without Crix's legacy, but we'll be ready for them. Anything else? Okay, well, if anything else springs to mind before you leave, please let me know. Even as long ago as the Narion War, Galbank used an extremely potent level of encryption on their currency. Unfortunately, the unlocked ciphers are lost to time. However, if you can bring us one of Galbank's old transfer modules, I know it would help. Don't worry, I'm sure some of the techs at MAST will be able to work with whatever you bring to reverse the encryption. You come back alive. You hear me?
How can I help? It's time to dig deep and done.
Howdy.
Mole. Business. Try not. You can bring the command.
Excuse me.
Well, this is a surprise. See this coming. And I pride myself on being able to spot a... Thanks to you, probably in some interrogation room back on New Atlantis. But they've been with me from the beginning. Good luck getting any of them to talk. No, you did yourself a favor. I just happened to be in your way. But there's still time for you to change your mind. The score the fleet's aiming for would be foolish to pass up. This death really doesn't suit you.
Back in basic training, I had the record for fleet kills.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
I'm on my second day at the lock, and I've already... Crimson Fleet, this is Delgado. Attention Ecliptic personnel. Can't believe we got into this mess. Would you be quiet?
these calculations came from.
There's something...
Please don't go. We can do the...
I'm here. I'm hot. So met with a lawyer and was prepared to party. Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang.
Listen up, you degenerate group of lowlives. After action report, guard Bryant.
Brothers and sisters, this is Vanguard Moira.
Captain, our grab drive is fully repaired. We have a clean dock, right on the money.
Warning, an emergency lockdown is in effect.
The damage done here certainly indicates we are not the first to find the ship.
Crew recording initiated.
Alright, the system should be all set up. Just shout out when you want the computer to record. Should work for everyone.
Okay, fine. Now, give me the bad news.
The bad news is that our engines and grav drive are destroyed, and we're drifting toward Bannock 4.
Wait, doesn't that put us smack into Bannock's EM field? We hit that, every circuit on this ship will overload!
Easy, Simmons. What's easy about it? Huh? She's right. We end up in that electromagnetic radiation, and we're dead.
Hey, there's no need to talk like that. It's Simmons' first time out. Can't you see she's scared?
Yeah, Bakara, pipe down. You aren't helping.
Everyone stop. Right now. We all need to take a breath. We're in bad shape, but I need everyone alert and level-headed so we can figure a way out of this mess. Osterholt, you're my engineer. Give me options.
We don't have any options. Kellner and I need to work on a shielding solution. Fixing the propulsion isn't even on the table.
Fine. You two get on it. Simmons and Bakara, I want you to walk the ship and give me a full damage report. Mayfield, see if you can help Aguilar with that arm injury. Let's move out, people. Crew recording terminated.
And succeed at that before we are discovered. Must have remained trapped for some time. An unenviable
fate. Crew recording initiated. Alright, so how long has Bakara been locked in there?
I'm not sure. A week? Maybe more. All I know is that he took some food packs in his duffel into the head and locked himself inside. Everyone's been steering clear of him since he scared Simmons, so we didn't even realize he did this till today.
Bakara! Can you hear me? You need to open this door and let us in! The hell with it. I'm going to use the override.
I've already tried that. He's rewired the door or something. Maybe change a code. Not sure what he's done.
Kellner, can we cut through the bulkhead? Or the door? I'm open to any suggestions.
To be honest, I wouldn't go cutting anything in the ship right now. The structure is extremely unstable.
Damn it. Well, we can't just leave him in there.
Begging your pardon, but we can. It's pretty clear that Bakar checked out after our initial assessment, and he's been killing morale across the ship. Let him soak in there for a while. When he gets hungry, he'll come out.
I suppose you're right. Crew recording terminated.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Crew recording initiated. Alright, it's recording. So like you were saying, that's all we have left.
If we stretch things out and cut our rations in half, I'd say we'll be out of food in a week, maybe 9 days.
How do I do it, Kellner? How do I tell everyone we're all going to die?
You don't have to. Everyone knows. They're all making peace with it. Bakara and Osterholt knew. They simply chose to handle it by giving up early and taking their own lives.
Look at all that money down there. Millions of credits. Completely worthless. With all of that, I could buy another ship. Fly us all out of here. I wonder if Galbank will even bother to send word to my family. To any of our families.
Captain, listen. You're not at fault for what happened. Those ships came out of nowhere. The fact that we've lived this long is a gift. A miracle.
Which means we should enjoy every second of the time that remains. Right, crewman Kellner?
My thoughts exactly, Captain.
Come closer. I need you to hold me. Crew recording terminated.
I think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally.
Please stand clear of the door.
is traded by smugglers, but never one that is functional. This must be decades old.
The best you can do. Meet your death!
Lockdown is in effect. Warning, countermeasures active.
I also wish to be prepared for... any situation, but there are practical limits, no? I never had the patience for computer systems. galaxy needs to come with us, you know. Now would be a good time to reprioritize what we bring with us and what we leave behind. Or sell. Or throw away, even.
Crew recording initiated.
Son of a bitch! Nothing. Complete waste of time. I've tried everything I can possibly think of, and I end up right where I started. Oh, here I thought I was so clever. Thought I had it all figured out. First, fix my ship and get the prototype shielding back online. Second, shunt the power from the cred tank array back to the system to drain the credits. And then third, haul ass back to my ship before the EM field rips apart the legacy. 3 easy steps, right? Only problem is, I'm stuck at step 1. Every system on my ship is dead, and there's nothing aboard this ship to use for repairs. I can't believe I came all this way, just to end up stuck here like the poor bastards who ran this ship. Actually, wait a second. Issa will figure it out. I told her where I was going for a reason. She's smart. She'll know something's up when I miss the rendezvous. After all, we're supposed to split the loot. All I have to do is sit tight and wait until she figures out that something's gone wrong. And she'll come here looking for me. In the meantime, I should start rationing my food. I could be waiting for a while.
Crew recording terminated.
Warning, power reserves insufficient for requested action.
Crew recording initiated.
Well now, let's see. Another day's gone by. What's it been now? 6 weeks? Who the hell knows? Food packs from my ship are gone, so it looks like the clock's running down for me, and Issa wins. What a clever woman. I never saw it coming. I mean, I can't blame her. I was stupid enough to hand her the opportunity. Now the fleet's resting on her shoulders. I only hope she doesn't run the whole operation right into the ground. Anyway, let me just sit down in this chair. Yeah. There we go. Best view in the house. All that money staring me right in the face, and it's completely worthless. This is a nightmare. Worst kind of prison imaginable. I'd trade every last credit of it away to be back in New Atlantis, running with the Scar. Start my life over again. But enough dreaming. I've got to face the inevitable. This is where I'm spending my final days. Hopefully, someone with at least half a brain will follow in my footsteps and bring the score home to the Crimson Fleet. If anyone finds this message, tell Issa that I don't blame her for what she's done. Most important, tell her to keep the fleet strong.
Crew recording terminated.
Beginning currency transfer. Please stand by.
writing your vote. One is less likely to survive an ambush when one is waiting.
Counter EM field. We need to leave now.
Detected. Structural integrity failing. Immediate investigation requested.
Weapons are active again if you want them.
Shield system restored. Clamps released.
The Great Serpent favors me to have put you... I think you should follow your own conscience, for I cannot be comfortable with either side gaining Crix's legacy. The Crimson Fleet do not deserve any sort of victory. They are pirate scum, and they always will be. But turning this over to the UC, and assisting them in eliminating the Crimson Fleet, that just allows them to sweep this under the rug, erase their mistake. They can continue pretending as though they are morally superior to the rest of the settled systems. Truthfully, I feel like no matter who receives Crix's legacy, no one really wins.
Bogey in my sights, and I just fumbled the controls.
Don't time to show these pirates how Sys Staff does things.
I know we were here, one way or the other.
Everyone's saying this is it.
The station is on high alert ever since those scouts popped in.
Good. Is that it? Is that Crix's legacy? Amazing. Ensign, take this and enter it into the data core analyzer.
I'm on it, sir.
You see, Lieutenant? I told you he wouldn't let us down.
I have to admit, I'm impressed. Encrypted or not, that's quite a lot of money to be carrying around. The temptation must have been excruciating. It just so happens we did. And with all that money you're carrying, can you really blame us? You could have set yourself up for life, but instead, you chose to do the right thing. It's incredible. Of course, I have a team of decryption experts from Galbank itself on standby. If they can't decrypt that currency, no one can.
I wasn't lying when I said that we had every contingency completely covered.
Well, I'm pleased you made the right decision. I wouldn't have enjoyed having to task our ships to hunt you down.
Now, on to other more pressing matters.
We received confirmation that the fleet ships were scouts sent to probe our defenses. Unfortunately, one of them jumped away before you arrived.
Which means that Delgado will have the Crimson Fleet prepping defenses of its own.
There is little time then. Decisive action must be taken.
I've spent years studying the Crimson Fleet's tactics. Their decision to sacrifice those smaller ships told me everything I needed to know.
No. By choosing to bring Crix's legacy to us, they're likely already reeling from the blow. If we strike now. Lieutenant, if you wouldn't mind explaining our strategy.
Yes, sir. The Vigilance is equipped with the latest in hyper-resistant shielding, making it the only ship that can safely approach the key. The catch is that the key has access to 3 orbital defensive batteries that can fire electromagnetic energy. One hit, and we lose those fancy shields. Our mission is to take out those batteries. In fact, I'll be personally leading the assault on Battery Alpha. I need you to be my support.
Sadly, we didn't get as much support for this mission as I would have liked. There just wasn't enough evidence gathered.
We weren't able to convince MAS to lend us additional squadrons. They feel like they've committed too many resources already. That means we'll have to take out all 3 batteries ourselves.
It's unfortunate, yes. But we wouldn't be here if I didn't believe you could do it.
We've also given you a call sign, Renegade, to help coordinate our movements during the attack.
Once those batteries are destroyed, you board the key and bring Delgado to justice. You won't come quietly. You do what you have to do. No, I don't. I don't send my people on suicide missions. Lieutenant Toft and I are confident you have what it takes to get the job done. Well, this is it. After years of planning, it all comes down to this moment. All my hopes and my best wishes go with you. Good luck.
Hey, fleet scouts popped up right when you jumped
I would move the store. I have never been one. I will be here for you, as always.
The fleet have done a lot of harm.
Good work securing the legacy.
If you have any last-minute questions, no. Good. The more... That's a hell of a story. Still can't believe Crix ended up being marooned. All that wealth, and the only thing he could do was stare at it. Can you imagine? I almost feel bad for him. He must have driven the guy. Anything else? We're almost at the end of this damn thing. Be careful.
Every soldier here is ready to bring the fight to the fleet.
Let's put an end to this pirate stuff. Once and for all.
Salutations. Yes, the infamous evidence that you procured. Bravo, detective. Allow me to congratulate you on your sleuthing skills. That recording was quite a find. I must admit that I was short-sighted when it came to Ms. Swith's ingenuity. I shall not make that same mistake twice. Oh, amused isn't the verbiage I'd choose to describe my frame of mind, but I'll acknowledge the observation. Well, as much as I detest being the bearer of bad news, I have to... You see, this imprisonment is merely an insignificant hindrance. I don't foresee being incarcerated in perpetuity. In fact, I only had the time to explain the wondrous loopholes of the UC's justice system. Do you honestly think that I'd embark on an endeavor with Miss Swist and Mr. Vera without a legal exit strategy? I can assure you, I won't be imprisoned aboard the Vigilance for any... Well then, allow me to reinforce. Due to your actions, my tenure with Galbank has been terminated and several million credits in fines are being levied against me. The day is yours, Agent. You should be proud. You're quite welcome. Well, enough idle banter. Honestly, this interaction has been quite pleasurable. Good day.
Well, look who it is. Well, that's a shame. You should... After all, you have to make sure that the notorious Crimson Fleet captain from Neon gets roasted alive by a UC adjudication committee, right? Hey, maybe you should sell tickets to the little zoo you've created on this ship. Then everyone can point and stare. Oh, drop the act, will you? Back on Neon, you pretended to give a shit about me. You could have ratted me out to bay you, but you didn't. Then, without warning, you yanked the rug right out from underneath me. You've been stringing me along like this is some kind of sick game. People don't do... Yeah? Well, let's just cut. If you want to come down here and ask me stupid questions, I can't stop you. But that doesn't mean we have to be friends. And that damn well doesn't mean I have to like it. Are you out of your... I make my own choices, thank you very much. I don't need to be rescued by you or anyone else. Let's face it, the only favors you've done are for yourself. Oh, I bet you'd love to know. I got a good chunk of Generdyne's database before Bayou's goons ripped it out of the system. As far as what happened to it, there's no way I'm gonna tell you. Or anyone else at SysStaff. Maybe I'll keep that little nest egg for the bargaining table at my sentencing. Maybe not. Yeah, sure. Why not? Not like I'm needed anywhere else. I was drinking in Euphorica, and Micah warned me that UC security was scouring the city asking about me. I knew sneaking to my ship would be impossible, so I did the best I could to find somewhere to hide. Fortunately, wasn't good enough. SysStaff caught me in a sleep crate. What? You're not gonna stay and grill me some more?
Scouts are just the beginning.
Find the interior of this ship comforting.
Back, eh? How's it going? Sorry to pull you aside like this, but taking those steps to eradicate the Terramorph threat is essential to the safety of... Yes, exactly. I'm glad you treated the situation with the urgency it deserves. Well, I'm relieved that the United Colonies agreed to... Apparently, their decision was based on your recommendation. Against it, I follow the science. If Chief Engineer Kulkarni believes that the microbe will be effective, then... Good, good. Despite the Lazarus plant being simply locked away, your decision has made the settled systems a safer place to live for you. Oh, well, of course. If there's anything else you ever feel like discussing, you let me know. If you need something, I've got your back.
Stock versions are never quite what you want, are they?
Undocking complete, Captain. in the right place.
Follow Renegade's lead. Take out that battery.
Grab in critical condition.
Enemy's grab drive out of commission.
time soon. Gives me plenty of time to blow your ships out of the void. All right, fleet. Triple share to whoever takes the traitor down.
All ships, defensive formations.
airlock and get aboard.
It is good to be back in our own ship.
You did this to me. I can decrypt and re-encode thousands of credits in seconds, but something as simple as this, I didn't see it coming. Not in the slightest. And now because of you, my bomb's been activated. Which means I'm as good as dead.
Go, run!
Simple. If I step 1 foot outside of this room, I'll explode, and that'll... So either I wait here until I starve to death, or I walk away and end it all. Now that Sistef is here, the Crimson Fleet can't afford to have everything I know fall into the wrong hands. The moment the Vigilance arrived, Delgado pushed the button, which is as good as putting a gun to my head and pulling the trigger. You're right, I did. But I never thought I'd be staring the reason for its activation right in the face. I've paid you well, treated you with respect, and kept trouble. Look me in the eye and tell me why. As the fleet's reckoner, I didn't just deal with currency, I dealt with people. And some of those people target members of the Crimson Fleet and have them killed. We're not exactly welcome everywhere we go. Sending those people misinformation and clogging up their slates with garbage was all... At this point, I can't blame Delgado for activating the bomb. Well, now that you're here, I don't expect that you'll stay, so why don't you just get... After everything I just said, I must be a complete fool. Because even though it makes... The only way to deactivate the bomb is through Delgado's computer and operations. I don't know why you're helping me, but I sincerely...
words.
Finish the job personally? Talk sense into me? You're the one who's... What the hell happened to you? You had Crix's legacy in your... Yeah, sure. Like Ikande is going to shower you in credits for doing your duty like a good little toy. Give me a break. You'll be lucky if he does any more than just pin a medal on your uniform. Yeah? And why the hell does Sistef get to determine what is right? You know, when we were on Suvorov, I saw the potential. And now you suddenly expect me to believe I have been fooled the entire time? That this was some kind of elaborate game you have been playing? For once in your life, be... Well, it is obvious that no matter what I say, you have no intention of honoring our pact. I have already locked down the key and set its reactors to overload. Soon, you... Let's see how far that loyalty to... And spend the rest of my life in the brig without a credit to my name? Now that's more like it, Rook. You're a killer, and if you want something, you threaten a person for it. So you noticed. And yeah, believe me, keeping people from burying a knife in your back wasn't easy. Fine. You win. Standing down the reactors. With the legacy gone, we're dead in the water anyway. Before you have Ikande lock me up, I'm gonna leave you with some parting words. Whether you know it or not, you're damn good at being a pirate. It's in your blood. One of these days, that's all gonna hit you. And I'll be waiting for you in my cell to tell you. Go! You've taken everything else from me. The least you can do is give me a moment of peace.
How quick can you get that done?
Go! You've taken everything else from me. The least you can do is give me a moment of peace.
Okay, hello.
Yes. What?
Hey.
Indicators agreed. We're free.
Lacking love.
That was real impressive flying, kid. You earned your wings today.
Thank you, sir. I was just trying to do my part.
A lot of heroes on this day. Speaking
You know,
of which, here comes
I had
one
my
now.
doubts about you. Vanguard, volunteer force. Figured you for a tourist. But then I asked myself, as spectacular as I am, can I do what you do? And the answer was an emphatic no. See, I'm a great shooter, but a straight shooter. And that wasn't going to win this war. What we needed was someone standing on their side, with a boomerang gun. We needed someone whose bullets curved. No ride like a blindside. Anyway, I figure he'll sprain something trying to pin the medals on your chest. But in all honesty, you deserve it.
I don't feel sorry for any lowlife that ends up in the brig.
At ease, soldier. I believe congratulations are in order. With this decisive blow, the end of the Crimson Fleet is all but assured. But as much as I'd like to begin this celebration, technically we're still in the process of wrapping up the operation. On that note, Lieutenant, what do you have for me?
Reports are coming in right now, Commander. Delgado and Shinya Voss have been taken into custody. Also, we've transferred personnel to the Key to secure the location until the United Colonies decides what they want to do with the station.
And what about Neva Mora?
According to our reports, Neva led the strike force that attacked the Vigilance. Unfortunately, that was the last we saw of her. It looks like she managed to escape. We don't know her current whereabouts, but I have our operations team looking into it.
That's fine. Overall, excellent news, Lieutenant. I have to admit, for the first time in 7 years, I don't know what to say. How about you? I know that was difficult. You hanging in there? You should be. What you've done to serve the UC in this short amount of time is more than most people could hope to do in their entire lives.
If MAST isn't already printing up a batch of recruitment posters with your face on them, they should be.
I've twisted arms and cashed in some favors at MAST. I wanted to make sure you got a share of the money you recovered from the legacy. Call it a reward, a token of appreciation, whatever the hell you want. But you've absolutely earned every credit.
Eliminating the fleet is reward enough. But I will certainly not complain about the extra credits.
Well, yes, I believe. But even if the money is ever returned to its rightful owner, I believe it will, eventually, I'm sure they'd agree you deserve your share. Don't thank me yet. If it had been completely up to me, you'd get a lot.
Now that you're rich and famous, maybe you'll still remember us little people, huh?
Decorum, Lieutenant? Damn, I'm going to be really sorry to see you go. You've really become an important part of our team. It won't be the same around here without you.
Although, if you feel like staying aboard, I'm sure I could give you access to the SysDef mission board. That is, if you can stand spending another minute with us on Vigilance.
Excellent. I'm happy we have... Still on hold until we can get the politics sorted. Some of the officials at MAST have brought up concerns about returning the legacy to a collective we were just at war with. And to be fair, their point is not without merit. Should we go to war, funds from the legacy could lead directly to the death of our soldiers. There is also talk that the legacy could be a bargaining chip in any future peace talks, and simply handing it over could cost us leverage. But regardless, two things will always be true. We will return the legacy to its rightful owners, and MAST will dictate the terms. I will likely take a moment for myself, and drink to those we lost in this fight. If not for them, well... Their remnants are still scattered across the galaxy, including Neva Mora. And beyond the Crimson Fleet, piracy will always be an issue, so long as ships traverse unregulated space. In other words, it's not time to retire just yet. There's... Good luck.
Commander, once news of the fleet's demise hits the airwaves, I imagine there will be a lot of celebrating. MAST will have the ultimate say, but we've petitioned to have it refurbished for SysDef use. But first, we'll need to perform an audit of the Key's overall condition. Most of the repairs done to the station weren't exactly up to standard. If the site is deemed not up to code, we're better off destroying it. That would also have political value, given the embarrassing history behind it. For now, we have a strike team dedicated to sweeping the area for explosives. Once they give the all-clear, forensics will come in to gather evidence. After that's done, then we'll start the audit of the station's condition. It's a process. That's right, since you're no longer undercover, you now have full access to our mission boards, just like... I'll have to take your word for it. I don't like keeping secrets myself, although I understand the necessity. To that end, if you're in need of anything ship-wise, talk to me, and I'll have our maintenance crew take a look. No more bartering for scraps at the depot. You'll have full access to the best the UC has to... Yeah. I figured. The reason I didn't bring up the Crimson Fleet is... he knows quite a bit about my journey. But I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention this conversation to him. I know a great deal about how they operate, what frequencies they use, their encryption techniques, their methods. So, in short, yes. Right. No one else but you would understand what I've gone through. It's been I was recruited out of New Atlantis by Neva Mora. She said I was making a name for myself, and it caught the fleet's attention. I was thrilled. It was a chance at bigger and better scores and gave me a ticket off-world. I raised hell on New Atlantis until someone stood up and took notice. And just like Adler Kemp stuck his neck out and vouched for you, someone else in the fleet did the same thing for me. In fact, it was my idea to send you to Sidonia for your first... well, I suppose you call it a mission. Of course she did. How else would you get an aspiring criminal to blindly follow you into a life of interstellar crime? They took me in. Delgado ran me through the paces on Suvorov, and before I knew it, I was part... Now I was making some serious money. That apartment I boasted about in New Atlantis became a... What do you think? It's a giant ice ball. I froze my behind. We spent a while exploring the surface near the lock, while Delgado laid out his spiel about honor among thieves and all that nonsense. Never got a look inside the facility. Oh. Everything changed thanks to Commander Akande. The man, basically. If I've learned one thing about the Commander, it's that he cares deep. Look, I've already said too much. I promise, Commander, all you need to take away is that I've literally walked a mile in your shoes, and I appreciate the risks. Carry through with this mission. I promise you I'll be there every step of the way. That's what I'm here for. Anything in particular? We'll do our best to accomplish. Anything new to report? You've come to the right... We'll be here if you need us.
It's finally over.
Reclaiming the key was a long time coming.
Some of the crew had doubts about you.
Be taking off immediately, or are there other matters that require your attention?
Locks, air pressure, drive, all good to go.